everybody. So as you know, my name is Kianti Ayshea and this is Blue Aura Healing Guidance and Tarot. Let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, y'all. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. All right, we have the Hangman. Someone feels like they've been stuck in a certain place or a certain energy for a really long time. Ten of Swords, betrayal, Fool card. This is like if you felt like someone betrayed you, okay? But this is something that you've been feeling for a while and you've been wanting to just shake the energy, get rid of the energy. That's what it feels like. Spirit has you sitting in something so that you can learn something, or so that you don't repeat something. Because Ten of Swords is an ending, but it's like finalizing things. The Fool card is detachment. So letting go of whatever was and starting anew. Starting completely over. Okay. Then we have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is being successful, overcoming challenges and difficulties. The Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity and generosity. So whatever you put out there, you get back. If you're a person that's generous, you'll be blessed. If you're someone who's stingy, well, you know how that goes. Okay, Six of Swords is space, distance. All right, some of you may also be traveling. Okay, this could be you distancing yourself from someone. Yeah, Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords. This could be something you've been thinking about for a long time now. Okay. You're very generous, but someone else may be extremely selfish. You put things out there, you never feel like it's reciprocated nor appreciated. So what's the point of continuing to do it? The Devil. Something could be karmic. Six of Wands. Something comes to your realization, or something comes to your awareness. You realize something. Okay, came out choppy. Queen of Pentacles, very grounded. Or you're being guided to stay grounded, get grounded. Something like that, because the Hangman is you being upside down. The Queen of Pentacles is like the complete opposite. Feet on the ground, right? Could this be like coming to grips with something, coming to terms with something, finally accepting something? Because Four of Cups is the energy of disappointment. The Star card, enlightenment. So seeing something or someone for what it is, who they are. The Sun card emphasizing that. And then the Hermit representing wisdom. So it's like not ignoring what it is that we see. What's right in front of us. Okay. The Three of Cups. Three of Cups is about friendship. Coming together with people that we get along well with. Four of Cups. Three Cups here though. One right here. Two of Wands. In the very beginning of the reading, when I went to split the deck, on one side we saw Two of Wands, on the other I saw the Empress. Two of Wands is about having to make a choice. If someone were having to choose between Empress or Devil energy, which could be karmic, that could be what's there, but could have left you feeling any energy of being trapped, or you know how they say you left me hanging, like someone left you hanging multiple times, 10 times over. So you detaching yourself, again, having given more, but receive what you feel like is less. Someone wants to reunite with you, or someone wants to be a part of your life in any way that they can be. Because the Three of Cups, again, is friends, friendship, things like that. Could it be that someone comes in and says, yes, I want to be friends, or I want to be in your life in any way that I can be, but still has this in the back of their mind, that Ace of Cups, because they see you as someone that's real, or something that's authentic, someone that's authentic. Because these cups are all bedazzled and dipped in gold, and this one is just a regular cup. But the birds that are on this one, again, dipped in gold. This is a real bird right here. So, you know, it's something about being authentic, being true what you see is what you get. You know what you're receiving with this person, right? They know what they're getting with you, but they're still entertaining themselves with something else, even if they know it's fake, or even if they know it's not real. Same thing, but that's how it came out. All right, these 3 cups, okay, it just keeps taking me back to the fact they're fake. They're dipped in gold, or they're dipped in something. So it's like, it's not real birds. You know, it's something about it. It's like, is this more valuable to you because of that? Or something like that. The way that something is presented, the package that it's in, the way that it looks, something like that could also be what I'm picking up on. And that I don't like. I ain't feeling that. I pray you ain't sitting around waiting on somebody that is that shallow, you know. The 2 of Wands. Yeah, like something is a choice. So again, it's like you have to learn a lesson here in a situation because someone else won't. It's like they are who they are. They're not changing. Okay, we picked up on a lot of that energy the other day. Someone is who they are. They ain't changing. They may want to. But they keep doing the same thing or something. 10 of Swords. It doesn't mean that there's no potential for change, because the Fool card is all about potential, right? It's all about the energy of potential. But 6 of Coins comes right after it. Maybe someone is only able to give so much, you know, and you don't want to feel greedy or feel like you're doing too much by asking for more. If a person is giving you whatever they're giving you, that's what they want to give you. If they're treating you a certain way, that's how they want to treat you. Whatever it is that's happening, you're getting that from them because that's what they want to give you. So with the Knight of Swords being direction, like knowing exactly where it is that we want to go or what it is that we want to do and just doing it. So some of you may know that it's time to like remove your energy from the situation, but you continue to stay present. Stay present for what? You know, there could be love between you and this individual. This could be someone that you've known for a long time, so it's hard to let them go. It could be comfort. It could be familiarity. Like this is just something you're used to, someone you're used to. 10 of Wands is a burden, but something is a burden. Something weighs you down. You got Judgment, 8 of Swords. Again, this could be something that you think about all the time. Something that your discernment has already figured out or already deciphered. You already put the pieces together. You know what you need to do. 4 of Swords in order to bring peace of mind back into your life. Someone is like the big bad wolf here, and they could be playing innocent or playing like they didn't do anything or something like that. The Queen of Coins, and it fell out over the 10 of Wands. So it's like you have to carry this burden. You have to carry the load. So yes, somebody loves you, but again, something is not changing. So you're like, is it worth the investment of my time, of my energy? We got the 5 of Wands here. 5 of Wands is outside interference and conflict. Okay, the world is an ending. 4 of Wands is union, is home, is peace. So it's like you continue to allow these outside interferences, or the conflict continues, or whatever is going on. It never ends. Even when you think something is ending or you think something's getting better, it continues. So to continue to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results is insanity. You don't want to drive yourself crazy. King of Cups, whether you know somebody loves you or not, you're not seeing nothing different. What you're getting out of the situation is 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands. That's not what you're putting in though. So you should be getting out what you're putting in. Hence why you're wanting to remove yourself. Okay? Hence why you're questioning if you should continue to invest. Okay? I'm going to keep planting seeds in bad soil? That makes no sense. Okay? So let us see. We have the Page of Cups and we have the 7 of Pentacles. There's an apology coming. All right, because somebody wants you to continue to invest. But with the Sun card here, now that you see something for what it is, and then the Ace of Swords, clarity, and the Sun card, double emphasis on that. It's like you can't unsee it, you can't unknow it. Some of you may really be looking at this like this is a karmic masculine to you. Someone that, you know, is in your life to teach you a very valuable lesson about relationships and love and things like that. You learned the lesson and now you're able to move on. Okay? Or that's what you're trying to do with the Hangman being the very first card. Hangman is like being stuck, being trapped, being caught up. Okay? But Queen of Swords, your intellect, all right, is telling you what's best for you. Okay? Your emotions are one thing, but can you depend on the person? You know? Have they been trustworthy? It's almost like this person has the feelings for you, but they hide them. They hide them from you and they hide them from everybody. Right? So they show them every now and again. But for some reason, this person likes to move like this with you. I think you're just over it. It's given like secret love, secret lover. You know, it's something like that going on. Because your feelings are constantly hurt. You're constantly disappointed here with this Ten of Swords and this Ten of Wands. Okay? So it puts you in this Queen of Swords energy. Now, one thing that the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles have in common, notice that one is bare, the other one has all these clothes on. And the reason she has all these clothes on is because it's like, I'm covering myself. I'm protecting myself. You won't get close to me. The Queen of Pentacles is like, this is who I am. What you see is what you get. You know, and I have no problem with you seeing it. Very authentic, okay? Queen of Swords too, but it's like, you're not getting that close. So there's just a difference. The Queen of Swords has been through a lot of things. The Queen of Pentacles is still more nurturing, more warm, more inviting, right? But they are both very practical. So if something doesn't make sense to do, they're not doing it. So again, somebody coming in apologizing and wanting to make right for wherever they feel like they did wrong, right? Is one thing, but them coming in and apologizing and you reinvesting or you continuing to put your time in is something else. All right. So I feel like you may have no problem accepting apologies. You know, you may have no problem or no issue with forgiveness, but you just want to move forward. And in the event that this person wants to continue on with expressing love and romantic emotions and all of that stuff, it's going to put you back in a space of, I guess, not knowing what to do. You do know what to do. We see that with the Knight of Swords. But it's like you'll go back and forth in limbo. Two of Wands. Should I do this? Should I not? Should I go this way? Should I not? Should I continue to deal with them? Should I not? You know, anybody that makes you feel like Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, maybe not. And then the High Priestess just tried to flip herself out. So whatever your higher self is telling you, that's just what it is. You know, you can't think about how it's going to make this other person feel because with the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, they weren't thinking about how they was making you feel. Okay? Now, Emperor, Four of Wands, your intentions could have been to come into what you felt like was union with this person. Now you're wondering, again, we saw Devil, we saw Justice. Is this karmic masculine and not divine masculine? You know, that's the kind of reading we're doing today. All right, we got the Six of Wands. Six of Wands being victory, success, overcoming the obstacles and challenges, the Tower. Tower is when we know we need to make an adjustment, but we don't. Hence, going back and forth. Like I said, should I do this, should I not? Three of Wands is foresight. You already know what's to come. Five of Swords, Knight of Cups, okay? The moment that somebody feels like they're losing you or they're losing whatever form of control or power they feel like they had over you is the moment they're going to rush back in with all this love, all this affection, all of this and that. But you just don't feel like it's being shown to you the way that it would be if somebody wanted to keep you in their life. Meanwhile, the things that we see coming up in the reading and a lot of our readings are that this person secretively, you know, desires you, desires this, desires that. Well, you can't live your life in the dark. So, you know, we have the Emperor here. Let's just see what this Emperor has to say for themselves because, sir, okay, We see where you're coming from, but let's see what this person has to say for themselves. You know, because again, it just makes me feel like there's someone who's into the appearances of things, the appearance, how something looks, you know, what people think. All right, so I want people to think XYZ, so I'm going to stay XYZ place, doing 1, 2, 3, even though that's not really what I want to be doing, or something like that. But why should you suffer? 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands. All right, what about this Emperor? What about you? Judgment. Okay, are they waking up to some sort of truth as well? All right, 10 of Pentacles. Are they waking up to some sort of truth as well? They are praying for a breakthrough. Very interesting. Okay, they're praying for a breakthrough. They're going to do something as to where they want to experience some sort of breakthrough. They want to get through to you. They want to get to your heart. The Hermit could mean, like I said, you've been staying to yourself after the feeling of disappointment, feeling stuck, feeling caught up on something, looking at someone as a karmic. Okay. Let's see, 2 of Swords. I feel like this person just has been of two minds this whole time. You know, they may see you a certain way. They may love you. They may have these feelings, all this other stuff. But again, if this is your divine counterpart, you are looking at the situation as either you don't want this, you don't want it with your divine counterpart, or you're looking at them as their karmic. Regardless, Blue could say, oh, this is your divine counterpart a million times. You've already come to some other conclusion because of how the person has made you feel the entire time. If they see you for who you are, as in their Empress, Divine Feminine, they didn't make you feel that way. If they want the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands with you, they certainly didn't make you feel that way. Not making you feel 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, see, so now this person may feel like you're being ice cold and blocking them out, but the reality of the situation is they're saying they want something with you, so they're holding on to you, but they haven't given you something you can trust. They haven't been someone you can trust. You have the King of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Okay, that in itself, if someone is saying they want to make an offer to you, you want to feel like you can trust them and you want to feel like you can depend on them. Four of Pentacles may be sometimes you question if this person is telling you all things, or, you know, are they holding some things back because of what's presented to you may not be the full story. Your intuition may be telling you that. Okay, again, like I said, you've witnessed the truth of something. You see the truth of a situation, or you see a person for who they are. So there's no unseeing it, no matter what this person says or does now. And 7 of Wands, they're going to try. They're going to try hard. But with the Star card, again, you've been enlightened to some truth here. Justice, 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands. You see that? I feel like this person may want to come into union with you. They may want to make things right with you. But it's just the energy of they presented themselves a certain way for too long. And you just feel like you're tired. Even with the way that, like, I'm breathing right now. It's like, like you're just over it kind of thing. Relationships don't come without challenges, but I feel like what I'm picking up on is you're thinking it shouldn't be this hard. If they really loved you the way they say, if they really care about you the way they say, if they really want the things with you that they say, then it shouldn't be this hard or something like that. Because the 4 of Swords is about peace. All right. Being able to rest. 4 of Wands is stability. So yeah, I feel like you already see that something is about to be over. You know that this person is coming in to communicate something with you, but again, The Eight of Wands is communication, but it's also movement. The Chariot is overcoming obstacles and challenges. So they're coming in to communicate with the hopes that the two of you will be able to overcome whatever you've gone through. But the Four of Cups is disappointment. Two of Cups is soulmate energy. So even if you still felt a certain love for this person, you felt like this is a soulmate of yours, they've disappointed you one too many times. The Sun card. The Sun card is about our happiness, our joy, but it's also answers to questions that we may have. So anything that you were wondering about, I feel like you've gotten answers to. All right, then we have the Strength card. You're finally strong enough, Six of Swords, to distance yourself. Ace of Wands, there's going to be a breakthrough. And again, I feel like all of this is happening because of the pain that you've experienced. Three of Swords. So your higher self, High Priestess, is telling you, Empress, to move on. Ten of Cups is still something that I feel like is in the cards for you, but it might not be with the person you initially wanted it with, because they treated it like it was nothing, or they treated you like, you know, you were nothing. Either way it goes. Nobody wants to be with that type of person. All right. So them being in an unawakened state for however long cause separation. So the Three of Wands representing foresight or what's to come. Ten of Swords being an abrupt ending. I feel like there's an ending coming. All right. Because you don't want to lose yourself to this situation. You're rising above this. Okay. And deciding to move forward. We have vibration, keeping your vibration high. All right. Yeah, this person hesitated for a really long time. They broke your trust. Okay. I feel like you've been feeling like you want to move forward for a really long time, but you just been hesitating. Yeah, see, stuck, being in split energy. Should I stay? Should I go? What should I do? Well, you know what to do, because again, this is a soulmate of yours, okay? Could be karmic soulmate. For some of you, like I said, even if I was to say, yeah, it's your twin, which for some of you, like maybe 1%, it could be the case. But the person treated it so poorly, treated you so poorly. Could be somebody that really likes control. And so how did they try to control you or control the situation? By denying or hiding their emotions. To have you be the one that's like emotionally strung out or something like that. It's weird. Beliefs, okay? So the belief system could have also been different. Like what you believe and what they believe. You know, crossroad could be another thing that the two of you disagreed on. Then we have appreciate. Perhaps you're just appreciative of the whole experience. And even if this was your twin, keep in mind, some people are not meant to be with their twin. Twin comes in, shakes you up, rattles you, dazzles you, all that other stuff. You go about your business. Being the empress you were always meant to be. You know what I'm saying? It could be something like that. I feel like this person now sees things differently. Is another way of looking at this. Now that you have gained your strength, gained your courage, you know, started loving on yourself again. Now they see your light. Now they want in or something like that. They want parts now or something like that. Yeah, no. See, some of you feel like because they realize that not everything that glitters is gold. Not everything that looks like, oh yeah, this is it, is it. Okay, now they feel like they settled and they want to come and compromise with you. They want to come to some sort of middle ground with you. Yeah, they could be realizing that there's a special soulmate connection between the two of you, but after they've caused you a lot of disappointment and grief. Okay. Yeah, we have union. Oh, wow. Okay. Inner child. Oh, wow. Divine timing. Okay. So it's definitely giving a lot of that. Like realizing someone's truth or seeing someone's true colors. Them seeing yours now. You know what I mean? You saw theirs, but they're seeing yours too. Okay. The realness, the rawness, the authenticity of it, you know. But again, if it's about image and the way that something looks or appearance and you're worried about what people are going to think or anything like that, I don't know how I feel about that, feminine. I'm not going to lie, okay? Yeah, see? Wow. Yeah, this could be somebody, like I said, that likes control. We got control, winter, divine timing, mirroring, surrender. Okay, so if this is twin soul, which is looking like for, like I said, 1% of you, it is. The person is like, all right, I surrender. But surrender after the fact when you saying, all right, I'm moving forward. I'm no longer stuck. I know what I want. I know what I deserve. Your belief system is strong. Like, This person may have had to work on their inner child. Sacred space after tapping into divinity. Again, their discernment, they see you for who you are. Realize they were caught up in a material world. Again, appearance, career, status. The way that something looks to others, comes across to others. Never mind how something feels to me, but how does it come across to others? Now, seeing the truth of everything, wanting to first start with you. You see? You released yourself now. You said they were indecisive. They were inactive. So you made a decision. You took action to focus on your healing. You know, but your person is coming back in. Spirit like, be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with them. You don't feel gentle with them. Not in the Queen of Swords energy. Alright, cycles. Like I said, being grounded in the now. Karmic partner here, family. They were worried about opinions, judgment, this and that. Child. Again, it's like if someone couldn't learn their lesson, you had to learn it for them because they're unawakened. If they want to stay in that unawakened stage and they want to keep going in a circle, you don't have to. You've chosen to go on your sacred journey. So some of you realize, yeah, that might be twin, but me and twin not going to be together. Others of you feel like, yeah, this is karmic, learn my lesson, moving forward. And others of you are like, I'm just going to move on to be with, you know, high level soulmate. Okay? Like, I don't have to settle for anybody because they're a twin or because they're this or they're that. You learn the lesson that you need to learn and you move on. You're not allowing yourself to be stuck on something any longer. Okay? You're breaking free of this cycle here. Okay? Child, yeah, you say you over the stress. We have marriage. That's funny. Harmony, security, bliss, abundance. Because while marriage was there, we had divine masculine right here. I said, that's funny. You know, because once you get out of the energy of, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, and you choose yourself, and you choose your happiness, your overall well-being, in comes this person, like I said, now seeing your worth, your value, wanting to work on things, etc. And at that point, it's like, no, I'm not settling. You know, like I said, 10 of Cups is in the cards for you, just may not be with that person. We have kiss me, okay, naughty thoughts. Naughty thoughts. Okay, we have possessive, stingy, holding on to, control, and greedy. Okay. You taste delicious. Okay, very interesting. Person is naughty. Okay. Devotion, commitment, loyalty, dedication, collaboration. Notice we do have union here, okay? So I really do feel like that Two of Wands is going to be you having to choose between high-level soulmate and divine counterpart who finally wakes up to the truth of everything, you know. That's what I see coming, okay? Imprisonment, crisis, victimized, silenced, and powerless, okay? Inspirational, positivity, creativity, faith, and renewal. You could have inspired this person to get out of certain situations. Okay, you separating yourself from them because they can't separate themselves from things that, you know, they should have been separating themselves from, could have inspired them to do exactly that. Okay, magic, power, skill, alchemy, manifestation. Okay. Withdrawal, walking away, seeking truth, letting go, reaching limit. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Okay, it's like you reaching a limit, walking away was the power, was the magic, you know. You have logic, discipline, protection, focus, and structure. Okay. You're a very disciplined person. So again, if you say you're over it, you're over it. Under the influence of your love, DUI, divine masculine keeps popping out. So I'm feeling like, again, that 1%, y'all strong in here, okay? Because I really do feel like that could be your masculine, but the masculine was unawakened and in their ego, okay? Flexibility, juggling, readjustment, transferring energy, adapting. They were in the energy of juggling, okay? 2, 3, 4 bodies, okay? You said that ain't what I want. You let go of it. It was stressful, too much for you. Again, magic. marriage, devotion, still in the cards for you, just not with that person, okay? Prosperity, still in the cards for you. We have abundance, business, stability, opportunities, all right? Beautiful messages today, y'all. Those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and everything.